Welcome back to another episode of the Cryotos Maintenance Management Podcast. I'm your host, Bruce, and today we've got an exciting topic that's at the cutting edge of industrial maintenance, IoT sensors and AI. The intersection of these technologies is transforming how businesses approach asset management, and we've brought in an expert to break it down for us. Joining me today is Alex, a maintenance management and IoT expert. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bruce. It's great to be here. I'm excited to dive into this topic. IoT and AI are truly game changers in asset maintenance, and I'm looking forward to sharing some insights.
Absolutely. Let's get right into it. So we hear a lot about IoT and AI, but what does it mean for asset maintenance specifically? How are these technologies really making a difference?
Great question, Bruce. At a high level, IoT sensors are like the eyes and ears of the industrial world. They monitor machines and equipment in real time, collecting data on everything from temperature to vibration to pressure. This data, once collected, feeds into AI systems that analyze it, predict potential failures, and suggest optimal maintenance actions.
So essentially, we're talking about a smarter way to keep tabs on assets? Instead of just reacting when something breaks, we can anticipate issues before they happen?
Exactly. Imagine you're managing a fleet of pumps in a manufacturing plant. Without IoT, you'd rely on scheduled maintenance or react when something fails. With IoT sensors, you get real-time data, like the pump's vibration or its temperature, and I can analyze these patterns to detect anomalies. If something is about to fail, the system will alert you ahead of time, and you can schedule preventive maintenance before a breakdown occurs.
I can see how that would save both time and money. But is this technology really accessible to everyone, or is it more for the big players with deep pockets?
That's a common misconception, Bruce. While it used to be that only large organizations could afford advanced IoT and AI systems, the landscape has shifted. The cost of sensors has dropped significantly, and many systems are now modular and scalable. That means small and medium-sized businesses can also deploy these technologies without breaking the bank. Plus, cloud computing has made it easier to store and process all the data from these sensors without needing an entire IT department.
That's really encouraging. So I'm guessing the key to success is not just in having these sensors, but also in how we use the data they generate?
Absolutely. The value is in the analytics. Raw data from sensors isn't useful unless it's interpreted correctly. AI and machine learning algorithms can process this data, recognize patterns, and make predictions. For instance, AI can analyze a pump's vibration data over time and compare it with historical data from other pumps to predict when it might fail. This enables businesses to switch from reactive to proactive maintenance strategies.
I love that. So we're not just monitoring, but actively optimizing asset performance. Can you give us a concrete example of how this works in a real-world setting?
Sure. Let's take a real-world example from the automotive industry. A company might use IoT sensors to monitor the condition of robots in their production lines. These robots are crucial for assembly, and if one breaks down, it can halt the entire line. By using IoT sensors that monitor things like temperature and pressure and feeding that data into an AI system, the company can predict when a robot is about to break down, well before it actually happens. They can schedule downtime during off-peak hours to perform maintenance, avoiding production disruptions.
That's powerful. It's like having a crystal ball for your equipment. And I guess the more data the system gathers, the smarter it gets over time, right?
Exactly. That's the beauty of AI. It's self-learning. The more data it processes, the more accurate its predictions become. Over time, it can even start suggesting optimizations that weren't obvious before. For instance, it might suggest that a machine should be recalibrated at a specific interval based on how its performance has evolved, rather than just sticking to a set schedule.
Incredible insights, Alex. I think the message here is clear. IoT and AI are enabling a major shift in how we approach asset management, moving from a reactive, time-based model to a data-driven, predictive one. Not only is this more efficient, but it also saves businesses money and minimizes unexpected downtime.
Exactly, Bruce. It's all about staying ahead of the curve and using technology to make smarter, more informed decisions. Asset management doesn't have to be about just fixing things when they break. With IoT and AI, we can predict, prevent, and optimize maintenance efforts in ways that were previously unimaginable.
Well said. And for all the maintenance managers, operations leaders, and engineers out there, if you're not already thinking about how IoT and AI can benefit your business, it's definitely time to start. Thanks again for sharing your expertise, Alex. This was a fantastic discussion.
Thank you for having me, Bruce. It was great to be here.
And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the Cryotos Maintenance Management Podcast. Until then, stay ahead of the curve and keep those assets running smoothly.